So good afternoon, everyone. So our first speaker for the session two is P. Avinash Sharma. He's a QA automation architect at New Vision Software, and the topic he's going to speak about is generative AI-powered end-to-end test automation with Playwright MCP, a new story for quality engineering. Over to you, Avinash. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So, hello team. Good afternoon. I was a student of software testing for a decade now, right? Where today our topic, let me share my screen, right, is generative AI powered end-to-end automation with Playwright MCP, a new story of quality engineering, right? So, anybody heard about MCP or Playwright MCP? Okay, you can put a thumb.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good, good. So, in our software industry, what happens for testers always that new deployments comes in, test case need to be right. A lot of things comes in our life so that we can't do our testing properly, right? This is the problem in every software industry, every tester experience, right? Where new deployments comes in, big test suites comes in, big requirements comes in, right? And testers need to write tons of manual test cases or business requirement documents and all those things. They have to go through it, right? And then write their manual test case or automation test case and then execute. This is the main cycle always runs around, right? And then the coverage part where they have to run on the multiple browsers, multiple OS, right? And then we don't know that if the automation script designed right. So it test case fails because of a script or because of the functionality, right? So these four stuffs I think everybody experience if they are in software industry, right? Adding to that, the developers are now getting AI powered development, right? With the help of Cursor, Copilot, Firebolt, I don't know what else. Tons of things they are getting. The problem with that, they are able to design very fast but they don't test. For testing, we are there as a tester. As everybody knows, AI hallucinates very well. We ask to design some application, it just hallucinates sometime and do something, but it's not required, right? And those things we need to dig down manually, which takes time. Means the development happening fast and testing need to be done more. And our old all four villains in our testing is still there and getting more powered as the developers getting powered. I think this problem every testers experience, right? Okay. You can put a thumbs up if you agreed. So regular feedback I can get, right? So it's not about the only developers are getting AI powered. Now we have a new superhero, we can say it, because in AI industry, a lot of testing tools are coming to market, right? They are good at the POC level, they are good at the initial level. When we include it for large application where 13,000 test cases are there, 80,000 test cases are there, it sometimes struggles the AI. How we go cope up with the regression suite and all suits. So go ahead, right? So on that point, we struggles. But our new superhero, that is Playwright MCP, have an answer to all, right? It not even generate you the test cases in whatever language like TypeScript, JavaScript, Python, right? From a normal English language. Not even to that, they can analyze the website very well and give you the markdown files and tell you these are my analysis. Shall I design a script for on basis of that? On the manual intervention, we can do that. And just like a human, they write the test cases. They can tweak, change anytime with a full control in the hand of a user who don't know coding, at least. Without coding also, he can see the code getting generated in his machine according to him, right? And when any new deployments comes in, self-healing always there to clear why the test case is failing with the human in a loop to understand that these need to be fixed or not, right? Cloud parallel execution and sky's the limit. You can use the superhero's power to whatever the needs that you want. The only one limitation this hero is you cannot do the mobile automation for you for now. That thing is also going in the progress. So in today's workshop, we see that how it is going to perform, what are the requirements we need to do it. It's better the team can do with me. It will give you the more confidence and will do it very fast. Will not take too much time, right? So any questions or shall we jump into the workshop? You can
Yeah,
raise hand. Yeah,
let's move to.
perfect, perfect. Okay, okay. So for designing this Playwright MCP, first of all, you need VS Code in your machine, right? Node install in your machine, okay? And that's it, nothing else. So what we do first, we create a one folder as Playwright MCP agents, and we go into this folder, right click, open a VS Code for you from here, right? Now your project is open in your machine. Now every VS Code is coming with a Copilot part. Always you see, minimize this part, right? This thing you see always. So currently I am signed in. So that's why I'm not getting the signing option. That is very straightforward. If you're getting this part, just click, it will sign in, right? Then your Copilot will be on for you, right? Now, few things you need to install in your on the VS Code project setup, right? Like you have to install the Playwright in your machine, right? For that, Playwright also give you a very wonderful documentation how to do it. Just navigate to this website and just putting in the chat. Mm, See, we just open the project in VS Code, right? Now let's have some background that it use Playwright and their AI agents. So Playwright give you a very wonderful documentation when you navigate this site. For installation part, you have to come to installation. You just give you the command how to install, right? Just copy this command, come back to your VS Code, paste it, enter, and your Playwright is getting installed your machine within very fastly, right? It doesn't take too much time of setup like other tools do. So for now, I'm selecting just from the down arrow, selecting the JavaScript, right? I'm putting my all test cases in any folder. For currently for demo purpose, I'm taking test
There
folder.
is a Visual Studio pop-up. Something is coming. We are not able to see the exact code. Is everybody able to see the code, or there is some?
Is it?
Oh,
Okay. Let me reshare the screen.
So currently
Is it
code is
okay?
not command prompt is coming, so I think it's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
Command
VS
yeah,
prompt
yeah,
Code
yeah.
is
Fair
works.
there
enough.
and
Correct, correct,
terminal
correct.
is
Come
there,
on. I
right?
think this is good enough. Yes,
Okay.
I could see it now. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So if you want to have a CI integration with our code that normally everybody's want, so we have to add a Git action workflow. This comes with a default Git actions. So you have your CI is also getting created at the background, right? Now you can select all the browsers and that's it. Here we go. So now your Playwright is getting installed, you're getting all the browsers, whatever you want, right? This is a traditional way to install the Playwright, and we start with this, and then we top up this thing with the AI agents into it. Previously, it's not there, right? So now my Playwright is installed, and an example test is coming inside this, right? So now the last part, the last piece of setup is left. That is the agent part. So you have to navigate to agent section where planner, generator, and healer is there. I will come back to it later. Let's install them first. So you can have this thing installed in VS Code, Cloud, or Open Code, right? So for now, we are going with the VS Code, which is the actually the most downloaded ideally for automation nowadays, right? So just this paste this command, a simple command, and now the last piece of setup is done, and it's done, right? Here you can see I install the generator, healer, and planner, as well as the MCP server setup too, right? A default seed test case it provide, right? So if you come here, right, get action, chat mode. So here are the three agents you get by default. These are the contexts, what it do. If you change these things, the agent working behavior might also be customized with this, right? And then your MCP part is also getting installed in your background. So these things all coming in the package. Now, one interesting thing that you see in the agents, when the right side in the Copilot you come, you see three things were there: planner, generator, healer, right? So the story start with a planner, as in our manual testing also, or functional testing or traditional testing. We need a test plan before start testing, right? So the story of the planner. Then a default seeder will come in. So if you want to start, you already did something, right? Your test case. So you can put it here. It will take it that also. So we are not covering this seeder now, right? These three AI agents enough for you to generate test case till execute on the cloud, right? Any question on this till now? Okay, cool. So what these modes do, Planner basically design you a mockdown file in common language you can understand as a blueprint of your test plan, that how a test plan should look like, right? After doing the analysis on the website, right? Generator generate you the automation script based upon what you want, right? And if some test case fails or things like that happens, there's a healer which analyze the reason of failure, ask you what to do is this test case. Is it because of the code or is it because of the functionality changes? So on your decision, you just do the update. And all these things happen very fast. Doesn't consume time as Selenium or Tosca normally take previously. Okay, so let's start. Let's target some website from where we want to automate. So for this demo, we are targeted Source Lab, right? Source Lab is a testing website. Normally, it have this e-commerce stuff, right, where products are there, and you have a lot of things like product purchase, checkout, payment, cart, and all functionalities are there. So let's try this. So what we have to do first, let me give you a brief about MCP. What is MCP? MCP is Model Context Protocol. Means model means the brain, that is LLM. Context, what you want to send to it, and based upon the protocol, they act, right? So this playwright uses that concept as model context protocol to behave. These all things are the context. Additional to that, we add what we want. So these combine to be in context, go to the LLM and come with the result what we want, right? So currently in my context, I'm just dragging this planner, right? And very simply, what this documentation say if you come with the agent as a planner. So it just generate the markdown file for you, right? The simple command. So like we have to give a clear instruction what you want. So currently I want a for test plan for what you can say product page, right? Product page, which have URL as either URL of this website. That's it. And here we go. Just go to this website, analyze what we want, right? MCP is not set up in my machine, but with the help of agent, automatically that setup is also getting happen in the background, right? Started the server, MCP server now, which interact with the browser. See, browser is getting open. And now with my permission, if I say allow, just navigate to that website now, right? Then it asks me the permission, what user credential I need to fill, right? If I don't give it, see, standard user, just take it out, right? We can change it anytime, whatever we want. So all control is on our hand. Only thing is that our superhero is working for us in the background, right? It just logs in, analyzing how many pages are there, what page I want a product page. So analyzing the product page. If we have a time, I ask it to analyze the complete website. It just scroll to each and every part of this website and give me the complete business, complete functionality of this website, right? At the end of the session, I give you some, show you some project where it just do a miracles things, where it analyze the complete website, right? So it's just taking the data and asking me that you want it or do you want to edit? So I ask it and give it the permission, go ahead, do it. All the product page. Now it just analyze and try to. After this, a wonderful document it just create where each and everything about that website comes in there. Right now, the first name part, it's just asking me, you want to change it or take it? I say okay. Now I think it just ask me. These are the key things. That's why it's asking me. Otherwise, it can take it off their own also. If I say auto approved, since I want to have a complete control over the text what I'm inputting, right? So that's why I didn't alter anything. So just give you the text. I explore the application very well. Now just take 30 seconds or so or 20 seconds to generate the document for me. Meanwhile, any questions team can ask. Okay. Just covering everything. Mm, 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 mm. Meanwhile, it's just doing it. Let me explain a few more things about the application. So as in the Playwright, we get these types of configuration files where how you want to execute all these settings are there. But MCP, if you put a simple context, it can do update these things also. So currently it is capable enough to run it on the Chrome, Firefox, WebKit, and all those things. For CI integration, we have to initialize our repository. So for that, we have to navigate to source control, right? Say setup and simply commit and push. So now a new repository will be created for me. Just asking to publish the servers also very soon. Perfect. Now it's creating me. Meanwhile, it is pushing to the repo 2. Perfect. So if we navigate, the one mockdown beautiful file is created, which have a complete analysis of that website and what type of authentication, product, sorting page. These are the functionality you can find out on the product page, right? And these are the users that you can try and scenarios like authentication, login, logout, empty, all these the things what a manual test write. Just give you in this form of markdown file. You can convert it into Excel file if you want, right? So this is the product listing pages. So these are the test cases. I think we have a time, so we can take it a one complete functionality of at least a one thing like product listing and browsing. It have around 5 test cases. So 5 test cases will be generated with this. So let me keep this me. If I allow this, if I want to alter, I can alter also here the name and everything or product or whatever things I update. So based upon this, our script will be generated, right? Now the second part of our superheroes is come into the picture, that is generator. So for this, we have to go and select generator, right? And in the context, I need to move this markdown file, right? And let's go to the, let me close this part. This fellow is left it. Okay. So now we have to come to the generator part where you just ask me that how we can generate, right? So we have to select our context, right, from the markdown file and simply write generate the test case and whatever test case I want, that's it. I can do with a page object model also, but currently I'm taking the straightforward way so that the time will be saved, right? So based upon the agent also the performance varies. So currently I'm putting it on auto mode, right? So let's generate a test case with the second part of our superhero, right? So what I write, generate the test script for, okay, where is that? Yeah, here it is. For product listing and browsing, right? In product folder inside tests. That's it. Since we selected the agent as generator and the context is source lab and what we want, we give the instructions. These all go to the MCP server now. Analyze the website, markdown files, all the data, start generating a script for you now. For a demo purpose, I just put this part. If you want to add it, you can add it this context. If we do the auto approval like this, always, you don't ask me, you just go and fill the data and go ahead straight away. So these all facilities are there where you can do updates. So full control. So what type of script is getting generated now for me? So just to save time, I say it auto approve for now. I tested this part with a larger test scenarios where one of the client already generated the script, right? And they have to generate everything around 15 more than 15,000 test cases in their current regression suite. So we integrated this part in their suite and we do the other development with that. So rapid mass development improvement happens in the context of velocity and the quality. Just going through all the scenarios, taking the data script, validating the DOM, what code is there in DOM, what locators need to be picked. Every data is now is collecting, right, for us. This is the only time taking part. As in our manual journey also, executing script doesn't take time. Designing script is the what? Time well invested, right? Most of the times. Okay. Now I'll generate the folder. So it generate the folder for me here inside test. Just read it. What stuffs are there? It collected the other locators, sent to the LLM. Mm, Perfect. All the 5 test cases are getting generated inside this product folder, as you can see. Short by name, functionality, these, and all these. Now it's ready to execute these test cases if you want. So what we can do, we can ask our superhero to do it, or we can do it of our own also. So let me run it from here first. If some test case is getting generated, is it of our use or not? So let me try this. Mm, As you can see, 5 browsers are open. Oh my God. Fortunately, all test cases passed. I want to have some test cases getting failed. So what we can do, we can tweak our test cases something so that it got failed. So I just change it something here, backpack, something I put it purposely, and then I execute. Mm, Which is a test case view all product, right? Let me execute this. I think this test case should fail. Yeah, it got failed, right? Now, simply come to our healer section, ask, fix the fail test case. That's it. As you can see, it just analyzed what mistake I did, see, and corrected that. The change in its body. Keep that. If I keep and execute, it will pass this time. So my unit testing is done. Let me execute complete suit, right? So for that, I need to come to terminal. Simply write npx playwright. This is the playwright commands. Playwright test, right? So tests folder where all the tests are there, right? Product slash, and then headed mode. By default, it execute in headless mode. So to open in all the browsers and test this test case in all the browsers. For since I'm using the Windows, so it's used WebKit to test the Mac functionalities, Mac browsers. So now all the agents opens in parallel. It's currently using 6 workers for the rapid execution part. And this thing I'm doing on my machine. And then if time permits, I will show you how we can do it and move it to the cloud part also. After the execution, we get a very good report where with few playwrights things like video and traces. So all those things can be added for the field test cases. I'm not covering those playwright stuff in this session. But with all these utilities, I think it's a very helpful utility for our testers to fight against this AI development which is going on in the market, right? So I think all 15 test cases are executed. Oh, 15th one is left on some of the browser. And now just click on the show reports. So default report will be open. Yep. So what we see, all my test cases are executed on Chrome, Firefox, WebKit. And these are my steps. It is flaky and all those things are also getting captured. If you want video, traces, all those things we can add, right? The second test case is on these three browsers. So all the cross-browser testing is also performed in a flash, less than a time what we can execute in a single browser, right? In other utilities, right? Now, when we complete with these things, right, we can publish this to our Git action, right? I think something I will show you. So for that, we have to go to our Git, right? And create our project. We can do it with a VS Code also, right? We come back here, see what is going on. Okay. Okay, so any questions still here, team?
Yeah, Avinash, I have. I'm Shreya.
Yeah, yeah. Please go ahead.
So I have two questions.
Mm-hmm.
I have two questions.
Yeah, please.
Generally, when we perform testing, so
Mm-hmm.
we have to go through multiple applications, whether it is desktop or browser.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So will this playwright support this kind of scenario? My other question is we sometimes we jot down all our data in some file, maybe CSV or Excel, and
Mm-hmm.
we want our test cases to automation test cases to pick those data and inject in the test cases to perform automation testing. So
Good.
these are my two
Yeah, so I think
questions.
good. So it's better to give you the example with the help of something which is already created, right? So test data part, yes. So Playwright give you the test data section where you can put the data in CSV file and take all the data from there, and based upon that data, you can execute, right? This is the one comprehensive project which is created with this way where we generate the test cases, right? With the help of our prompt libraries, right? We scan the pages, right? Hold it with Fs, and whenever new deployments comes in, so each versions we are taking in that deployment, what stuffs are coming, right? Version controlling, and based upon that, we design the functional test cases and give it to our SMEs based upon the versions like this. Let me open that. Mhm. Like this complete analysis Excel document where all the test cases, scenarios, everything we covered. And we ask the users to give me the test data. If they don't give me, with the help of synthetic data generation in Playwright, we can generate that also. But all the steps, flows, we give it to our SMEs to work on these flows, give me the test data, and we generate the script based upon this in our automation suites like this. Here all the based upon that data we generate our test cases with all the video and traces, everything is there covered. Does I answer your question?
I think of one of the questions you answered.
Mm-hmm. So what I missed, please come again.
If we have desktop application
No,
and we have to verify.
answer is no. Playwright doesn't support the desktop, but we can generate the script for Playwright also with the help of some customization. Like since it's using the MCP part, so I have the agents with me. Only thing is that Playwright interact with desktop, but it have the libraries, right? With the help of that, the context coming from the browser and move to the desktop application. Since it used the node, so all the node library supports us to have a control and track of a desktop application. So those things can possible, never explode. So not sure it will work or not, but chances are pretty high it will work.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So
This is
in
very
that,
informative, and of course, it will help a lot to the testers.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Avinash.
you.
so there is one question from Kaustav as well, and I
Mhm.
just want to add one more. Like if it has libraries,
Mm.
it would set the context for desktop.
Mhm.
Execution would be done automatically, or would we have to integrate some libraries, and how would it be doing actually?
Yes. So Aditya, when we integrate the libraries, no, those libraries integrate in our framework. This is basically a Playwright framework designed, right? So when you integrate that library, it will come inside that. So executions command will be same as we do in Playwright. Nothing special need to be done. Same way it will run.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. And Kaustav has raised his hand also as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me stop sharing this. Not getting the stuff for me.
Kaustav, you have a question you want to ask? Is it okay, Avinash, if I ask him to ask?
Yeah. 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 Please, 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 please go ahead.
Yeah, hi Avinash. It
Yeah.
was a nice demo. So I missed that MCP server installation part. Like, is it
Good.
installing after we
Good.
give that command to install the agents?
Good. So, is my screen is visible? VS Code screen?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Actually, in previous time, we have to install and do the configuration of MCPs. Now we don't, right? When we run this command, playwright init agent loop VS Code, it install you the generator, healer, and planner, as well as the configuration part of MCP server here, right? When planner integrates and execute, right? If it checks if MCP is installed or not. If it is not, it just triggers it and start. So all the configuration stuff happen in background. We don't have to worry about that. Does it answer your question, Anne?
Yeah, thank you.
Perfect. Any other questions?
So I do have one,
Yeah,
Avinash.
please.
So let's say that we are trying to basically automate something, okay, and uh, it's not happening. Have you faced something like that where you get stuck and you say, okay, now let me not use it, and I have to use my own old playwright or my own scripting stuff?
Yeah, it happens. It always happens. A new trend is going on in the market where AI can generate your script in 3 hours, and in debug, people are doing investing in a week. Exactly right. Right. So
Correct.
this will
That's
happen.
what I wanted to understand because that's what I saw it happening in one of our automathons as well.
Good.
Yeah.
That is very good. And that's why we're saying for using the AI, you must be a good knowledge on the concept. AI can um, take up your work, help you to reduce the work from 100% to 20%, but cannot do 100%. Right. If a person who's know the playwright very well, concepts are very good. If the script fails, then they have to go to the traditional manner to fix the script. How? And the traditional manner is that whenever a test script fails, you get a report, navigate the report, read the report, what is there, why it's failing, right? Put that thing in the context and ask it. It give you the analysis why it's failing. Then navigate to that web page and see this locator is failing. Just give you that. Then analyze the old school drop down method. We can try that also. If people do that, so in that situation, you can come out with that. So for it's my experience for past 1 year, Aditya, that
Yeah.
AI is good, but not for dummies.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
have to learn something, right? Concept. It
yes.
just enhance your learning and scripting skills. Yep.
Yeah. So Kaustubh has one more question, but on before we jump to his question,
Mhm.
like the traditional, like a lot of when we are trying to automate, there is a lot of data-driven testing that we do. So
Mhm.
you need to pick up data either from Excel or you need to pick up data from basically database.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
does MCP servers and does AI
Yes,
agents actually help you in that?
yes, yes. We have to give you the context like that. I can do it for you. Currently, I don't have it. So for that, for example, I need to create one folder. So some customization need to be done, like test data, right? And I have to create some SVC file here. Or let me ask it to do it. Create the CSV file, CSV file for test data, right? And say generator and ask it, boom. It will generate a test data for me. And then I ask it to integrate with my test cases. So it will do it for me. For that data fetching also, if I ask to take the data from any DB, few things it asks me that what credential and stuff you need, you provide that, to do that for you.
Hmm. So
So
it does save time in doing things which probably would have taken a lot
yes,
of time. Yeah.
yes. Just about to create this test data for you. There. Yes. So like that, we can create quickly those things.
Hmm. Right. And does it integrate? Yeah, Kaustubh, go ahead, Kaustubh, because I have few more questions after. Yeah.
Yeah, hi Avinash once again.
Mm-hmm.
So this whatever markdown files it is creating for the
Mm-hmm.
agent or the test
Mm-hmm.
plan
Mm-hmm.
markdown. So these files are we allowed to push to our repo or
That is
what
based.
is the
These markdown files are normal. If you can see, I just remove the confusion for you. You can see this is an MD file. So when you
yes,
go to the Git, you see readme.md.
yes.
So yes, you can push the code to the um, Git part. So I have it. I have some project where these MD files are also pushed there, right? I just want to let me find that. I just you can ping me offline all those part. I can answer you because of time. This thing is a little bit can't give you that, but I just try to give you that quickly if I can show you some projects. Yeah, like this. So one of the framework that I designed. Mhm. Here you can see all the mockdowns, all the analysis. Also, we can push it based upon us because of a security reason. If you don't want to push, you you will not. If you want, you can.
We can configure in the git ignore.
Yeah, get ignore. You can put it whatever the way you want, right? Yeah, here it is. Some BDD framework with the help of Playwright. Where all these data are coming actually from the Markdown file. Yeah.
Right, and in that note, follow up another one that
Mm-hmm.
is like today I have created that planner markdown file with the help
Uh-huh.
of the agent.
Mm-hmm.
But tomorrow, if something comes up and I change the plan,
Hmm.
so how do I control this versioning? Like if I later want to go back to the
Good.
previous version.
Good. Good. Luckily, I have this ready. Here you can see the versioning control part. So here, generate TC. You see all the Markdown files are created, and based upon that, test case is generating, right? I'm maintaining the versions. So those things are the complicated things that you have to design in your script to do it. But that is
Okay,
possible.
so we
Yeah.
have to explicitly design that part.
Yeah. Or
Okay.
or with the help Git is there for you. In the Git, all the versions are there. So you can maintain from there also. Is it good?
My question was particularly pointing towards those test plan and
Yeah. So these are
whatever we
test
are
plans.
creating. So,
These are the test plans in the Markdown file.
right. Okay.
Based upon this, your script is getting generated, right? And updated also. These stuffs can be updated based upon that if we ask it to update.
Got it. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Um, Last part, the last slide of my stuff. I think screen is visible, right?
Yes, Avinash.
Perfect, but I don't know why I'm not able to move. I think reshare. Okay, perfect. So in this, what we see that in our previous works, what we did is it saves up amazing amount of time for us. Uh, yeah, yeah. In one of the project, when we integrate this part, what we see that normally people are taking 3 days for a test planning part. The integration of our Playwright MCP and with their agents, it is less than a 2 hours. We can make everything okay. And then some productions happens, failure test cases, all those things, false failures happens because of the script. All things will go away. Execution speed is also increased. As you can see, the cross-browser testing is also performed. All the browsers are on, right? On the machine, on the cloud also, it can be possible with a uh, Git integration or ADO integration, whatever the way you want, right? And this thing we witnessed, right? The translation from English. So how in the markdown file you see all the test cases in the simple English. If you want to update those things, that is also possible. Healing can be done with the help of the agents, what it have, right? Parallel execution basically coming with the help of our playwright, right? So with that, our superhero just gave us enough firepower to fight with a new development which is happening in the world in the software development, man. So thank you. Any questions?
Avinash Bala here. Are you able to
Yeah,
hear me?
yes, man.
Okay. So I have seen the reduction of time in test design from 3 days to 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But with respect to execution standpoint, you have showed some reduction, right?
Mm-hmm.
In that standpoint, how it will be from GenAI standpoint, from 45 minutes to 4 minutes you have given. From
Yeah.
GenAI standpoint, how it will be?
No, for
How it is
this,
handled?
yeah. For this, for example, you have around 1500 test cases running parallelly in a single machine. So max to max, you open 4, 10, 5 browsers and to execute, right? With the help of the CI integration and the workers in Playwright, we can fire on a normal machine around 15 workers, right? This data is actually the comparison between Selenium and Playwright. The previously their script was designed in Selenium, which is taking around 45 minutes to execute, around about 600 test cases. This is the one POC that we did it. And we integrate our solution with the help of AI design, everything, and put in a Git action with 5 distribution execution with around 15 workers intact and just reduce the time by 4 minutes. With all the data on the everything is there with the video recording till everything.
Thanks, Avinash.
Yeah.
This helps.
Hi, Avinash.
Hi.
Thanks for the demo. Can we also use this for the API automation?
Yeah, man. Yes. For API also.
So, how does this, on a high level, how does this work? Like, do we need to like provide the Swagger link or Postman collection, or how?
Yes, you can give that. You can give those things also. I just tell you, let me reshare my screen and tell you what minor configuration need to be done. I will
Mhm.
upload a video on YouTube also if you want. I give you my LinkedIn access. You can ping me. I can tell you that also. Okay. So yeah. So as you can see, where is my VS Code? Yeah. So for API part, when Playwright execute, it not only capture the UI as well as the backend also. what API calls is happening, right? So for showing you that, it is a basically the your concept of playwright is rolls in, right? The trace is on. Let me on it. It collect all the APIs for you, and if you ask it to automate the API suite, it will do it on the based upon the UI. But if you give the Swagger link and design a script based upon the Swagger, it can do that also. I'll just show you the trace part so that you have what's that? Last command we executed. For example, I run this. It records everything in the trace mode, all the API collection, what code is written, what is like a history to you, like a time machine on the web browser. Just I will show you the traces of Playwright. You can on the video also, so it have the videos of execution, all those things. So just give me a second. I just need to execute. If you execute these 15 test cases in Selenium, I'm sure you will. It will take a good amount of time, at least with the different browsers to be opened. Right. I did execute that. And 6 were done. It can run on the headless mode also, as all the tools do. The speed of execution is much faster. In headless also, it records the videos. I don't know how, but it do. I think we are about to close. Perfect. Okay, some test case failed. This is what we want. Okay. So this report is comes in, right? Failed test case, I go, click here, right? See these things are coming, why it's failing, right? So those things we can put in our AI also to give me the answer suggestion, or we go to the old way also to find it out. And this is the history part that I'm talking about. Here you can see if test case fails, why it fails, each steps you are getting, that what session goes in. If you go to the source part, error part, it give you the consoles part also, which call happens, what fails, how fails, right? Which line of code is written in my script, which is failing, right? For example, I think source lab navigations fails, right? Navigation, I'm passing this website is failing me. So I have to go to the website and do the updates. It also give me the UI feature where I can update the code on the UI and runtime. You can check those things. So basically those things are coming from the Playwright family. So I will take another session on Playwright for those things, but it can be done like this. And just control the APIs. As you can see, it is collecting the APIs also. So if you ask to automate the API suite, it will do it for me also. From the UI, if you want from Swagger, yes, I can do from Swagger too.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm just sharing my LinkedIn profile and give you the link. In future, if you want any questions on that, especially to MCP agents part, you can do it. You can ask me there, right? I'm just putting in the chat. So thank you for your time. And other than ATGTR to give me this opportunity to present.
Thank you so much, Avinash. I think it is wonderful. Guys, any more questions? We have, I think, 6-7 minutes left for the next session. Although we can start, I think Hina is already part of this session, but I don't know because since the schedule is up, people might jump in exactly at that time. So in general, may I request a little more interactions till we basically end your session, Avinash. So anything that you would like to share, like as a you have been in this industry for so long. where did you start your journey? And now, since you are into Playwright, do you recommend people to move into Playwright, or what exactly would be your recommendation?
Actually, yes, Aditya, I was die-hard fan of Selenium, to be very honest. I do this fight for a year and so, where I'm resisting to not to go to the Playwright because Playwright doesn't support mobile automation and all those things. But if your requirement is AI, your requirement is web, your requirement is fast execution, so Playwright is the future actually, Aditya. Means you
Mhm.
have to go to the Playwright, no options.
Okay. So that is
Yeah.
some one recommendation that you, but are there any other, like for example, Playwright definitely has its own AI and MCPs and all this, right?
hmm hmm
Do you see that there are any other similar activities happening in the Selenium world, or no, there is none happening in that
The
area?
Selenium world is happening actually. Selenium MCP is also evolving. In means last year in November when MCP is introduced,
Hmm.
right? So Playwright and Selenium both jumps in to
Hmm.
create their MCP, the
Hmm.
private MCPs. So Selenium also generate, but no authentic release comes from Selenium of the
Hmm.
MCP part, and their performance is also not up to the mark as Playwright is doing.
Right.
Yeah,
So
so
that's one
that
thing.
yeah, so they are doing the development, but I think shift is going towards Playwright. Yeah.
Very nice. So, and also another thing is like, see, again, there are challenges. As you said that getting into AI and using these things may appear easier because when you start doing it, you will probably start seeing although that code generated. I think there were
Mm-hmm.
questions also asked that these files like MD files and all those things which are there, how do you manage when you're basically like earlier we used to have a framework, correct?
Correct, correct.
There were basically specific areas where you would say, okay, do this here.
Mm-hmm.
Every tool had its own set of way of doing things. Now, does it integrate well with that framework?
Yes, yes, yes. Actually, if you ask it with the help of page object model, not the old way what we do,
Hmm.
right?
So
As you
is
can
it
see,
recommend? By the way, is
yeah,
it recommended doing it old way, or is it basically something that you can get rid of?
it's depend.
Hmm.
Why I'm saying it's depend, but in my suggestion, in my recommendation, you should go with the old way where AI can help you to generate fast.
Hmm.
If it generates wrong, so I have a page object model. Basically, with this any function, I say, okay, this thing is happen on this page, right? So old way, what we know. So
Hmm.
that is a recommendation. And whatever the solutions we are making, we are doing with the based upon page object model.
Okay.
Yep.
And like for example, one is like you have been doing it from basically the client and acceptance perspective.
hmm
How far are we basically in your organization? Have you been using it left and right now, or?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So initially, 1 year back, right, those things are on the POC level. Now, with a very big organization among the big fours, where we are implementing this AI solutions.
Hmm.
And it just have a transformation what I see from Tosca to this.
Hmm. So
So
people are moving away from Tosca. Is that what is happening around?
so
Yeah, there's no harm. It's an
but I can
open
see that.
community.
I can see that.
So
I can see
let's say
that.
one more example that I wanted to ask
Mm,
you. See,
mm,
Tosca works very well with something like SAP, correct?
mhm. Correct.
Now, what happens in that scenario? Does it basically our Playwright would work there if it's web-based interface for SAP, or how would it work
Yeah,
out?
means if it is a web based, yes, it can. Right? Because I have no doubt about it. It didn't do it for the SAP part, right? But yes, if it is a web, it can do because it collect all the DOM structure of that web page, analyze everything. In fact, we can have that session cookie stuff captured in like this in Playwright. It have the functions, it have the APIs to have it monitored. So yes, the answer is yes. But if
Okay.
it is a desktop, still the struggle is there. We have to design some custom part. Web, yes, no problem.
So where, like for example, since you've been using it for some time now, and you have also been able to use it for the client, where do you see the biggest hiccups were? Give us basically a
Yeah,
couple of examples where you probably said that, okay, oh, this is a bigger challenge than I thought.
yes. So when clients comes in and say, I have a mobile automation requirement too,
Mm-hmm.
I have a desktop automation requirement too.
Mm-hmm.
What to do? Because
Yeah.
Playwright doesn't support those things. So I have to go
Yes.
back to our old school superhero, Selenium.
Oh.
That things are possible. So we can integrate both one custom framework where I integrate both the stuff, Selenium and Playwright both together
Mm-hmm.
to have it. So that is one of the challenging part, what we achieved. But yeah, the development is going on with Playwright, but that is a
Yeah.
one
Appium
thing.
works very well for the mobile, right? That's where,
Nothing matched to APM actually. Currently,
yeah.
whatever we see. Yeah.
So, but you can integrate Appium, Playwright, and does Appium also has some kind of MCP servers and something like that happening now?
I didn't explore that part,
Okay.
Aditya, yet. Yeah, need to be put in my to-do task. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Many thanks from all of us here. It's a wonderful session. So many learnings that we could do. Guys, any more questions from the audience? Otherwise, I think we have been able to hold Avinash and extract as much information that we wanted. We can basically otherwise say thank you and let him go. Last chance for you guys to ask one last question. Anybody? All right. So there you go,
I
Avinash.
need to say some thing, Aditya. Means 2 years
Sure.
back when I was there in Automacathon
Hmm.
there, Pune. At that time, I have inspiration. I want to speak,
Hmm.
right? So
Nice.
thank you for this thing. I love to come to the stage once. This is the first part where I put in a virtual way.
Yeah.
I want to be there too.
I'm sure you are going there. Plus, I think you should have participated in Automaton as well. I'm surprised you guys did not participate. Somehow, I don't know why it happened though. I did ask your team as well, but maybe next
Uh,
time we will see. We did create challenge, and there was one team using Playwright and it failed.
oh
So
my God, how is
yeah,
it?
so we will talk more about it. Maybe that's how we design challenges. So, anyways, we will get into it when we get a chance. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Sure, but it is
Thank you.
interesting. I am inspired by all the technical stuff that you guys are doing. Keep it up. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Aditya. Have a good
Yeah,
day. Thank you, everyone,
thank you.
for your
Yeah,
time. Yeah.
Shravani, you would basically bring up the thank you slide, and then we will invite the next speaker.
Yeah. So thank you, Avinash, for your wonderful session.